guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we are getting back on the dirt bike. We are on our way out to that private track again that I posted some videos at last weekend. That place is so sick, and we got some rain this week, so it should be absolutely perfect this weekend. And today should be a really sick day because one of my good buddies, Eric Grondahl's in town, and he's going to be shredding with us today. For those of you who don't know, Eric is the one who started Alias MX with his dad, and he's been doing all the designing, like designing the gear and everything for the past couple of years. So he's really been a good buddy of mine, really helped me out through the past couple of years with the whole Alias thing and getting me connections with other people in the industry. So it'd be really cool to get him on the vlog. He also has a brand new 2019 Husqvarna 450. So I think we're gonna do Husky 450 versus Honda 450 comparison today for you guys. I know you guys really like those, and it's been a little while since I've done one, so I'm super excited because I've always really liked the look of the Husky. It seems like they kind of work pretty well for tall guys. I mean, look at Dino. So really excited to hop on that thing. Excited to just do some motos with him. He also races pro motocross from time to time. He used to be like full-time racing, but then once the Alias thing kind of took off, he more steered over to that side, but he still races pro nationals every now and then. I think he does like Southwick every year, so he's definitely a ripper. It'll be fun to do some motos with him, trade bikes for a moto or two, and give you guys some feedback on it. So excited to get out there, and we'll see you guys in a minute. Here's the whip. What's up, dude?
Oh yeah, what's
How's
up,
it
buddy?
going? This is Eric, guys.
Good, yeah?
Yeah?
Ready to go.
So tell us about the beast.
Got a fresh top end in there, fresh clutch, grip tape, courtesy of my buddy Corey Barbie. I got some fresh new MGX Unlimited graphics.
Beautiful.
The,
any upgrades?
Smiley face.
They always call me
upgrades.
out for having pipes and stuff on these stock bikes.
Yeah.
So
Nope, still got the pipe from Southwick, has a dent up front, no biggie.
all right, guys, so there you have it, bone stock. Suspension?
Suspension, we have the stock shock revalved by FC, but we got the cone valves.
Only the best,
All black.
factory connection.
Yep.
So yeah, we're gonna head out, do some riding on my bike, get some lap times, then maybe we'll head out on this thing. You want to switch bikes for a moto?
Yeah.
Ready to get back on a Honda?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, sick, let's do it, man. Bars were just a tad bit loose out there. Do you have red goggles? I'm almost feeling white.
I do not have red goggles, sadly.
Dude, I still think white.
Yeah. White? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
White's the way to go.
Good, it's clean. I don't have to clean it.
It's good. You have yellow goggles? Oh, shit.
They're neon yellow.
Close enough.
Close enough.
Close enough. She ready to rip?
Ready to rip.
All right. She's pretty good.
Dude, you look sick on it.
I feel good on it.
Dude, when you threw that whip, I was like, holy that was nasty.
Yeah, that was a little dirty.
Yeah.
Dude, it's crazy how much of the vibration you can feel through the bars. Yeah.
Man.
I feel a lot of vibration.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I feel like it vibrated less than that.
Huh.
Maybe. I guess it was more like for the legs. Through the legs.
I can feel it like my hands are almost numb right now.
Really?
But dude, this thing rips. It hooks up so good. Like
that's why I like this bike better. That's one of the reasons. It was just the Honda. Like the Honda's a great bike, but it just like it was too snappy in corners for me.
Yeah.
And I don't like to ride it in like a higher gear. So for me, this was like perfect because it has like just enough hit to get you out of the corners, but not like getting away from it. Like I can still be aggressive in a lower gear.
Like that thing feels like it has more power.
Yeah.
But I felt like I came out of corners faster on this.
Yeah.
Because it just hooks up.
Yeah, it just hooks up. It's not that like really. You don't have to like respect it as much.
Yeah.
Is what I like to say.
It's
and this thing's just like lighter too. I felt like I could throw it around a little
I can
more.
feel the track more on this. Like that kind of deadens everything.
Yeah.
And it might be because that's just stock suspension. This is like actually set up.
Yeah.
But like.
Yeah, these cone valve forks are really good.
Yeah. Dude, that's what I was gonna say. Like when I'm riding my bike, you know how like if you get a flat front tire, your front end feels like it's getting insane traction. Like it's just hooking up everywhere. Like as it's getting lower.
Yeah.
That's what this feels like all the time.
Yeah.
And the front end is tacky. Like I'm so used to that thing where coming into corners, I'm like, the front end might wash. I don't really know.
Yeah.
This thing just sticks, dude. It's cool. I mean, I felt good on it.
Okay.
Sweet hat. Reppin'. Alright guys, that's going to do it on the day for riding. On the way home, we'll talk about the differences between the two bikes, what I liked and didn't like, and all that stuff. What are you laughing at?
There's nothing you don't like about that bike. Maybe the fact that you don't have it.
True.
No,
it was pretty good.
I'm just kidding. No, I love the Honda too. This bike just is a little bit better for my riding style.
Yeah, it's definitely a smoother riding style bike. Yeah, the Honda is aggressive, dude. You got to be like on the edge of sketch all the time.
I just felt like I had to respect the bike too much.
Yeah.
And then just like with me not racing and training full time anymore, I just don't have the strength.
I feel that, dude. I notice when I'm like not riding full time and I get back on the Honda for the first time, I get arm pump immediately. But when I'm fit, I feel like an absolute beast on the Honda. So like right now, I think I like the Honda, but But like, dude, when I ride this bike, you can tell these are like more like knife, like they're like scalpels almost. It almost kind of makes you ride like Muscan, like really smooth and like
perfectionist bike.
Yeah, it's a perfectionist bike. You nailed it.
I'm a perfectionist, so that's why I don't go fast enough sometimes.
I'm sloppy as hell. I just send it. Yeah, so
I'm the opposite of that.
But dude, thank you for letting me ride it.
Yeah, no worries,
super sick. Come back, please.
Killer day.
It's always fun. Yeah. Always fun having rippers who come down, because otherwise I'm just riding by myself all the time. So come back, dude, please.
We'll get you up to the spot this week.
Yeah, we'll get me up to the spot and we'll get you on the vlog game.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
Maybe. I'll think about it.
Well, dude, safe travels.
Yeah, you too.
And I'll see you soon. Yeah.
Sounds good.
Miles, nice meeting you, dude.
Nice meeting you too.
Have a good week with old boy over there.
We will.
Later, dude.
Yeah.
Alright guys, so as you can see, we're back on the road now. That was just such a fun day. Like I said, it's always fun having someone who rips around, just to kind of push me, make me a better rider, and give me like a carrot to chase pretty much while I'm doing my motos. So really awesome having Eric out. Hopefully he comes around a little bit more, and maybe we'll go up and see him in the future. But anyways, time to get on to what you guys came here to see, and that's what I thought about the Husky 450 compared to my bike. I'll just start off by saying that I honestly really like the bike, which kind of surprised me. In 2014, I actually made the switch from Honda to KTM for my first pro season, actually, on a 450, and I just did not like that bike at all. Did not gel with it. I wasn't fast on it, and ultimately made the switch back to Honda and never looked at the Austrian bikes ever again, pretty much. But I figured this would be a cool opportunity to just try something new again, since the bikes are so much better since 2014. Plus, I know a lot of you guys have been wanting me to ride some of the Austrian bikes, so big thank you to Eric for letting me ride that thing today. But yeah, honestly, I really like the bike. It's hard to kind of put into words how it felt, but you can feel a lot more of the track on that bike. You feel every little bump on it, which actually kind of makes you take like better lines almost. On my Honda, it's like really plush, and all the bumps just kind of feel the same, so I just send it as hard as I can, and it kind of just soaks everything up, which is okay, but at the same time it makes me not pick the best lines. Whereas when I was riding the Husky, like I could really get a good sense of the terrain, where the bumps were. That was a bear. That was a dead bear. But on the Husky, I could really get a good sense of like the terrain. I got a really good sense of like the traction that I had, which I had a lot of traction, a lot more so than on my Honda. Like it really helped me pick out a smooth line and made me ride way more technical than I'm used to. On the Honda, I kind of just have like a send it style, I guess, maybe like a little bit bulldog-ish. I just kind of like send it in through the rough stuff and not really worry about it too much, and just whatever happens, happens. The Husky was definitely not like that. I felt myself riding more like Marvin Muscan, I guess. I was really like tiptoeing through the stuff and picking out some really good lines, and the thing just feels very planted to the ground, like especially the front end. How I was explaining it to Eric was that, like, you know that feeling when your front tire starts to go flat and it's probably about at like 6 or 7 psi, and you just feel like you could turn on cement and the thing would just hook? That's kind of how the Husky felt all the time. I really liked how planted the front end was, and I could just kind of point it in any direction that I wanted to. And it would be really smooth, and I knew it was just gonna hook up. The rear was honestly like that too. Coming out of corners is where I really liked the Husky. It definitely didn't have as much raw power as my Honda, but it almost felt like it came out of the corners faster because it just hooked up so good, and I could just get a really good sense for the traction, so I could manage the throttle really well. On the Honda, coming out of corners, I just kind of light the rear end up, and you know, sometimes it hooks, sometimes it doesn't, but like the Husky never stepped out on me. Coming out of those longer ruts, I had a really good sense for like just coming out of them straight, and the back end wouldn't step out on me or anything like that, which was really cool. But I think where I struggled on it was coming into the corners. Like I said, I couldn't just kind of bulldog it through. I had to like really think about where I was going and what bumps I was going to be hitting. Whereas when I got back on the Honda, I felt like it almost kind of feels like I'm on a boat when I'm riding the Honda. Like I'm just sending it in and skipping over everything and not really worrying about it too much. So the Husky overall just felt like definitely a more sharp bike. Kind of gave me more of like a technical style. So it wasn't necessarily bad. I don't know if that's necessarily my style. I kind of, like I said, like to just send it in pretty hard. So would I choose a Husky over my Honda? I'm not really sure. I'd have to really change my style up to ride it. or at least change the settings on the Husky if I did make a switch. And then of course we can't go through this without talking about how much better the clutch pull is. My Honda clutch pull is just ridiculously hard, and that Husky was like butter, so I really like the clutch pull. But anyways, yeah, really like the bike. I still don't think that I like it more than the Honda. I think where it would really shine is on like a hard pack track almost, where you really want to get a good feel for the traction underneath you and try to avoid those really gnarly bumps. But I think on a sand track, the Honda suits me a little bit better, just being that you can kind of toss it in and not really have to worry about it. So anyways, those are my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think if you've ridden the two bikes, and let me know what you guys want to see me ride next. I know there's been a lot of requests for 252 strokes, which I'm really trying to work on finding one to ride. Obviously, I can't just go buy one, but hopefully someone will let me ride there soon. And be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Go show those guys some love on Instagram. They're really awesome dudes, and hopefully they'll be in the vlogs a little bit more. So yeah, that's gonna do it for this video. See you guys next time. Later.